Wait. Welcome.
We're laughing because it's been so long.
And we have no idea what the name of the podcast is.
We don't remember what our podcast
no
is
idea.
called, so maybe tell us.
Yeah, just a reminder. Go back, like and subscribe. Look at the other 3 videos we've posted. I believe it's something about an eagle's nest, a focused flight. I don't know.
I don't know. Eagle something.
Eagle something. Just let us know. Just comment in the comment section.
But we've been busy.
Yeah, been very busy.
Life is busy at veteran school, so we
Yeah.
really have been trying to do this for several weeks.
We tried doing it yesterday and something happened. We were all set up, ready to go.
Yep.
And part of being in a school, things happen after school and we couldn't do it. But instead, I had to go deal with a situation. Someone hacked into my printer to use my colored ink. And
That would be me.
here we are.
Yes.
So we have nice colored ink stuff for our Steam night Thursday. Hopefully, if Amazon comes through,
Yes.
because we just ordered this stuff.
Steam night.
But let's talk. Want to talk about Steam night?
I do.
Steam night this Thursday, May 8th, 2025.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 to 7, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. You get to bring your stuffy again.
Yes.
Your stuffy. I think how many stuffies did we have last time? Sleeping in our library.
We had, I think it was about 50.
50. Can we do? I challenge you to bring 100 stuffies, and I don't want 50 kids bringing 2 each. I want 100 veteran students at our Steam night. Each of you bringing in a stuffy to do what? What are we gonna do with the stuffy?
So go back on our YouTube page. You'll see a video of me building.
4,000.
Yeah, 4,000.
4,000 views.
I mean, come on, this is amazing.
It's no joke.
But you'll see a video of me building a little cot made out of clothespins and
Popsicle
sticks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tongue depressors.
And I engineered.
Yeah.
That's what the E stands for in STEAM. I engineered a little cot for my stuffy to sleep on.
Yeah.
And then you get to bring your cot home and have your stuffy sleep on it that night.
Yeah.
So that's just one of the many stations. Do you know what STEAM stands for?
Do I know what STEAM stands for? Yeah, it stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and math.
You got
Well, it
it.
used to be like STEM, and no one ever used STEAM. But I mean, it's all about things that are very creative. I would say, right?
There's also a lot of science in art.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree. So we have a lot of stations that night. Some of the ones I'm looking forward to. It's an owl pellet station. Do you know what an owl pellet is?
I have memories of using owl pellets in my school days.
Yeah. So owl pellets, if you don't know what they are, those are, it's like owl throw up, and owls eat really small animals. Or I know they eat snakes, and I've heard of people getting snake skeletons in their owl pellet.
Yeah.
I've yet to see one.
I haven't either.
So that's my goal in life. I have not many goals, but one of them is to dissect an owl pellet with a snake skeleton.
Okay.
All right. My kids did a bunch of owl pellet dissecting this summer, and they had a blast at home, just tearing these things apart, finding bird skulls and mole skulls. But yeah,
Don't worry, we have gloves for all of you.
We do have gloves and a
Yes.
lot of what's a hand sanitizer.
Yes.
Yeah, we have that. Can I say a funny story?
Yes.
So shout out to my family. Last night I was in my basement, and all of a sudden I hear screaming from my son upstairs in the top floor, and I knew he was upstairs feeding our leopard gecko. And as I'm going up the stairs, all I hear him saying is, "It's out," or "They're out."
Oh no.
Long story short, we feed our leopard gecko beetles,
Oh.
and he dumped the
no.
canister of beetles in the room, and all I saw when I walked in the room are those little black things on our white molding just walking away
I'd be
like
out.
they own the place.
Mm-mm.
I think I got them all. I think I sucked them all up with a vacuum. Needless to say, my wife is not going to let my child feed him by himself anymore. So, yeah, I think I got them all, though. I think I got them all. But, hey, that's science for you.
I was just going to say that's science.
That's science. So, Steam Night is going to be great. I think we're going to have fun. There's a really cool challenge that we're going to have students create some sort of mechanism object thing with pantyhose.
He's saying that word because he knows I don't like it.
That where you create this thing with objects to safely transport a Pringle chip from school to central office through the mail. So that's going to be a really cool challenge. So you get to use pipe cleaners and bubble wrap and
Yep.
envelope things to create this nice little nest, if you will, to have a very fragile Pringle make it from here to central office and I think back without cracking. So that's going to be a cool thing. We're gonna have estimation station.
Yep.
And what can they win with that? What do they remember? What they're estimating?
M&Ms.
M&M. So you could bring home. I can't tell you how big it is.
No,
but-
because then you'd give the answer.
Yeah, I can't. But
when
it's
you
a huge
walk
thing.
in, you're gonna see this jar of M&Ms, and you have to estimate and make a smart guess of how many you think are in there, and the closest guess without going over wins that whole
All of
jar
the
of
M&Ms. And so there's 2 jars, right? And I think one of them we're going to give you the M&Ms, and also we're going to be 3D printing stuff.
Yep.
So you could come and grab something off our 3D printer. We just got a brand new 3D printer. Shout out to Global Middle School and Tom, our tech man, for getting us that new 3D printer because we've been rocking that thing here in the office.
The kids really like their
Yeah.
creations. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, we have one here. I don't have anything. I've been giving away all the stuff I make. Well, this is a headless dragon that I created with a 3D printer.
Now, was that created on purpose that way, or did they?
No, the head fell off because here's one with the head on it. So there's one with the head.
All right.
But
It's amazing.
this is the one that we're doing on the one that's not the best 3D printer. We have a better one in the actual office. I have one in my office, but Miss Melissa has one on her desk that's creating even bigger things. So that will be going on Steam Night. So come and watch that and grab something off the 3D printer to bring home. So it's going to be a great night.
It is. And popcorn. Don't forget the
Popcorn, carnival theme.
Because it's carnival themed.
Yeah.
You have to have a good theme.
Yeah.
Our literacy night was camping theme, and
Yeah.
our Steam night's going to be carnival
Yes.
themed.
So bring your stuffy and we'll have a lot of fun.
Yep.
Whoa. Okay. We're zooming in and out there. So that's Steam Night next this Thursday. Stop
I'm
moving.
not sure what's happening.
It's just zooming in on us. Stop moving. And then what else? So we have the Harlem Wizards coming tomorrow night.
Yes.
Do you go to the games? Have you ever gone?
I have worked at the games for many years.
I'm-
Can't go this year, but they are a great turnout.
I'm playing in it tomorrow.
Oh, God bless. Good luck.
Wow. I'm not good at basketball at all,
No,
so I'm nervous.
I'm worried about you.
Wow, so you're not even on this anymore. Okay, I'm just I'm sorry.
We're a little rusty.
I'm sorry.
Good luck
Wow,
at the
that's
game.
zooming in.
They are intense. They're
Yeah.
big, tall players, so good luck. Be careful. Don't hurt
Yeah,
yourself.
I mean, people say I'm pretty tall. Yeah, and I don't know how goofy we can be as not being the Harlem Wizards, because I want to be goofy.
They're goofy.
I know they're goofy, but can
yeah.
we be goofy also with
Sure,
them?
join right in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And usually when I play basketball, if I miss it, I didn't want to make it anyways, and when I make it, I wanted to make it.
That's how it works.
yeah.
You sound like me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So hopefully you could come to it. I think we're giving away 2 free tickets tomorrow because our Harlem Wizard guide is coming here for a quick assembly. And then we have 2 free tickets to give out to students, and hopefully their families can come. And that'd be fun. It's a great fundraiser for our district because
is.
we get a bunch of money to our student activity fund through there,
Great.
which is good.
And last year there were so many people, they couldn't fit them all
I
in the
heard.
gym.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I'm 000.
turnouts.
My number's gonna be 000. So hopefully you guys
Luck.
come out and watch. Yeah.
Come and watch Mr. Federici.
Yeah. There's a bunch of staff playing. I think there's like 16 of us playing.
Wow.
Yeah. All the SROs. Okay, come on.
I have to talk more, I think. I think if I talk, it will.
It is straight up zooming in on me a lot. I am in the front frame.
Speaking of sports, can I talk about
Yeah,
another
let's do that.
sport? So this Friday is your. Hello, I'm over here. Thank you. Your this Friday is your last day to bring me your Sea Unicorns reading form. So those of you who have been reading at home, coloring in your baseballs, or writing down the books you made, bring it in because Friday is the last day I can submit your name to get a free ticket to the Sea Unicorns baseball game.
That game is June 4th, right?
I'll have to double
I
check
think
the
it's
date.
June. I think it's like first week of June, and it's a night game, right? It's not during
It's
school.
a night game, and it's called
Oh,
Reading Night, and
okay.
they're going to have lots of events. I know the student who read the most minutes, which we have a potential. We
Yeah,
have
potential
some
winner.
students that filled out 2 of these.
Okay,
Mhm.
wow.
Elizer's one of them. Go Elizer in 4th grade. They get to throw out the first pitch.
Oh, that is a cool.
So I'm really
memory.
hoping that
Okay.
someone at Vets.
I love that. So yeah, keep
Yep.
doing that. Go home
Yep.
and read, fill them in, and that we started that a long time ago, and it's almost
It's
here.
been since right after holiday vacation, so
Yeah.
Christmas vacation.
Wow.
So January to now. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
You got still plenty of time to do it. That's awesome. We have the
Well-
Read a Ride program that I think is already finished up, and we have our assembly coming up in the next week and a half. So we're gonna give away like 8 bikes or something like that, and gift cards
Yep.
for students that read a bunch over the last couple weeks. So good on them for that. We do a lot of giveaways here. I mean, all that.
Speaking of giveaways,
what are we talking about? That cart?
And we drag the
Bring
cart
it over here. Bring it over here. I'm telling you, I walked into. Wow. I walked into Five Below with our student activity account checkbook like a king. And I filled up that cart. I had that checkbook in my pocket. I threw this in there. I threw that in there. I threw this in there. I went to the front and I said, check, please. And they said, we don't take checks. So I walked out with nothing. And then I went back a little bit later and just paid for it myself and then did whatever. But what are we doing all this stuff? Like, what are we showing here?
So our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders have been taking the SBAC test, which is the state of Connecticut test that all schools have to do. Our students have been working so hard, and I'm not just saying that. They really have been working so hard. I'm so proud of them. And so every day at 3:15, we raffle off 6 names from those grade levels, and those students get to come down and pick out a prize. And they earn tickets.
And it's completely random drawing. And we have earphones. We have
Legos.
Bluetooth speakers. Lego. Shout out to Mr. Hargis who bought a bunch of stuff off of Five Below.
These are a huge hit.
Funny, ugly dolls. Take a look at that.
The kids love those. Can't keep those on the shelf.
Right, and that's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, right? Thank you. Yeah, so many cool things. And we just, at our school, we want to award kids, whatever you want to say, with great stuff. We want them to be happy coming to school, working hard, and we're not ashamed of giving them great fun things to bring home, to go home and say, hey, look what I earned today for working hard on my test, taking my time on the test. Today for Math SBAC, just having a lot of scratch paper to work out their math problems. They got extra tickets for that. So we want to make sure that, we work hard and we play hard here at Veterans. That's for sure.
Shout out to our school last year because we showed the most growth in the whole district.
That's
so
right.
That means from 2023 to 2024, our kids made more growth on these tests than any other school in the district.
Yeah. And that's because we really preached taking your time, right? We had students. We want to talk about Mr. Liam? We can talk about Liam.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Liam Smart.
Liam.
I call it the Liam Smart method. Liam is one of our 5th grade students, and he last year, I think it took him weeks to finish these tests. And of course, he doesn't test all day. They don't test all day. It's just for small pockets because we get tired. But it took him weeks to finish these tests because he just did a few problems at a time and really made sure he was successful.
And a lot of growth. So
this year we called it the Liam Smart method.
Yeah, you got Liam in you, right?
He doubled his scores by doing that strategy.
Unbelievable.
I know.
It's not about getting everything right. You have to get things right, but just taking your time, how much better we do when we take our time, and that's what we really are working on this year. Grit, perseverance. So we had someone ask us about grit and what it is, and shout out once again to my wife. She made a bunch of grit stuff for our staff. I think a lot of staff members have those grit T-shirts.
Yep.
And someone asked, we say this word a lot. Miss Calver's class works a lot with grit. Come on back here. There we go. Miss Calvert talks about grit a lot, and it's just something that we talk about. And it just means, do you have that extra something to get you through the tough things? Do you have that attitude, that oomph, that whatever you want to call it, to get you over the hurdles that you have in life and in school? And we want to teach our students that they have grit, that growth mindset, that they might not be able to do it yet, but they will do it someday if they don't give up, if they persevere, which is one of our core values here at our school at Veterans. And all that goes together with grit. You can't persevere without grit. And if you have that, that extra something to get you through, the attitude of never quit, never die, never fail, or you could fail, never give up attitude.
But try again.
That's grit.
Yep.
And our students are showing it every single day from pre-K to 5th grade, but especially right now, our 3rd through 5th grade are showing it on these tests, because these tests aren't fun.
No, they're not. They're really
they're
long
not fun
and difficult. And I can understand why a parent asked you that. We were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
What is grit? Because us growing up in the 80s and 90s, I don't feel like we use that word.
Right. It's a newer buzzword.
Yes.
Right. And
so a lot of people might not know what it means, but
Right.
there you go.
and hopefully kids are going home and saying it, and that's why they're asking us, because we
That's
we
right.
did get a little note in our
We
podcast
did.
thing that says, "What is grit? Tell us about it. How do we teach it at home?" And I think, you know, it's hard to teach grit, but I think having those conversations with someone at home about not giving up and reflecting on failure and making mistakes, because we are allowed to make mistakes here. I gave every
Oh, yeah.
teacher a license to make mistakes, and we want our kids to make mistakes because that's how we grow and get better, 1% better every day. So shout out to whoever that was giving us that recommendation for that question.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Is there something in your life that you could have more grit with? Because I just thought of something.
That you can have more grit
Yeah,
with.
like what could you improve your grit
Ah.
level on in life?
Grit level.
I have one.
Okay, what's yours?
Cooking. And all you
Cooking.
students know this. I always tell the kids, I'm terrible at cooking, but I'm really good at teaching, reading.
I love it.
When I cook, I don't have grit. I'm just kind of like,
You just give up.
whatever. I just,
Let's just
well.
order out.
Yeah, I have no grit with cooking. So
Wow. Okay.
I am going to get better about that starting now. I hope
You
my
or-
family's listening.
are you
Shout
ordering
out
out
to my
tonight?
family. No, I'm going to go home and cook.
Oh my
And if it
God.
goes wrong, I'm not going to get upset. I'm going to just fix it and move on and try again. So what could you, what,
Oh my gosh, what could have more grit in? That's a great question. Let me think about it. I don't
Okay.
know. I mean, there's plenty of things, I'm sure.
on our next podcast, we'll talk about it. But I think
Yeah.
it's important that, like, we're really good at some things, and then the things we're not good at,
Yeah.
you could get better just by having grit.
Maybe reading the books I order. My wife would say the same thing.
You
Like
mean, all those books up there?
yeah, a lot of those books, I don't sit and read all the way through, but I know what they're about, and I'll read chapters because the chapters will kind of.
Yeah.
You don't need to read a whole book sometimes, especially our educational ones that we have,
No.
right? But I've ordered many books that I think I'm going to read, and I don't read them.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's a good answer or not.
Well, think about it. That's your homework for the
Yeah,
next podcast.
okay. But it's true, right? Think about what you
Yep.
can do better.
Yep.
Because we all want to model what we want our students to and our kids to take after, right? So if we know that we can get 1% better on something or have that grit to get us through, then it's good to be honest with our students. Yeah. I have a list here of things. Oh, we could talk about real quick to congratulate our teachers of the year.
Yeah.
So we just nominated or had nominations for Teacher of the Year, Para of the Year, and also Rookie Teacher of the Year. And do you want to talk about one of them?
Sure.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to Mrs. Zito.
Mm.
She is our teacher of
Yeah.
the year. Well deserved. She had a very successful year. She's been teaching in Norwich for 21 years.
Wow. From Norwich.
Yep, she's from. Guess where she went to school?
Right
she
here.
went to Veterans
Right
Elementary.
here at Veterans.
Right here.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
It's amazing. So, well deserved. She's a great teacher. Her kids love being in her class,
Mhm.
and she deserves it.
Yeah, I've seen Mrs. Zito move mountains with certain students this year. And it's not easy, but she 100% deserves it. So I'm very happy for her, proud of her. Hopefully she goes to wins our district one and goes to the state. This camera is aggravating, but that's okay. We will have grit and move
Maybe
through.
Schriegel is.
Maybe Schriegel.
maybe
Maybe,
they think
it's focusing
he's-
on Schriegel.
Maybe.
Who knows? It could be. It could
It's
be.
okay. And then our rookie of the year.
Boop, boop. All right, we're here.
Rookie
Rookie of the year. So this goes to the teacher that. Give me 1 second. This is not live, but maybe if I put it in the middle, it will be better for us. There we go. So our rookie of the year.
They really just don't like me. That's all. It's fine. Keep going.
Our rookie of the year is Mr. Abbey, our
Yes.
PE teacher, and so that's better. Okay, I like it, and that's. Oh my God, my face
fine.
as a baby was
They
over
can
there.
just hear me. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. So Mr. Abbey, our PE teacher, is our rookie of the year teacher who goes above and beyond, like so many people do here at our school. Has great connections with almost every single student in the school. That's where we send our students if they're having a difficult time, because we know that they most likely have a relationship with Mr. Abbey and nominated by several people in the school and very well deserving of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then our para-educator of the year, Miss Yuritsa Heon Bumpus. So Mrs. B, as people call her here, phenomenal para-educator, goes above and beyond with any student that she's working with. Every student she works with has grown so much this year. just a para educator that gives that holds her students, no matter who they are, to very high expectations, and is always helpful, not only with the students she's assigned to, but the entire class that she works with. So very
She's
happy.
also very flexible.
Yeah,
She, often gets moved around to different students, and it doesn't stop her.
I agree.
And she's very helpful to me at lunch duty. Thank you.
I agree.
Yeah.
So awesome representatives for our district. Looking forward to them getting their recognition at Fall Staff, or I keep saying Fall Staff, Convocation. Fall Staff was where I went to, where I was a teacher. We call it Fall Staff. But they'll be recognized at Convocation in August. And hopefully, like I said, Miss Zito wins our district and then the state. And the more she goes up, the more essays she has to write, which I wish we could read her essay.
Her essay made me laugh out loud.
That
she
ending
is funny.
was awesome.
I know.
If my wife is watching this, her ending was the Breakfast Club ending. And my wife, I would just put Breakfast Club on the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes of the movie. Because I love the music in the beginning.
Yep.
I love, the setup of the 80s school and whatever. And then the ending is the football field and them leaving. Great movie. Parents out there, watch it. But yeah, what a great ending to the.
So Mrs. Zito is very funny. You don't know that about her by talking to her or seeing her teach kindergarten, but she's very funny, very witty. So she had 2 quotes in her essay.
Yes.
LL Cool J and the Breakfast Club. So go Mrs. Zito.
Absolutely.
Yep,
So
you made us laugh.
great essay. So shout out to that. What else? I mean, we've been on here for a while. One of our longest ones. We did the baseball
We're
challenge.
making up for our missed podcast. It's been a while.
It is Teacher Appreciation Week, so shout out to you.
Oh, you
shout
too.
out to the staff.
And last week was Principal Appreciation Week, so shout
we had
out
a good
to
time.
you.
We had a good time. No, it's not easy being an educator, right?
No.
We work long days. We never stop thinking about. Last night I looked at our chronic absenteeism number, and I couldn't sleep all night long. It's a job that you can't turn off.
Nope.
No matter what, you get out of your car, it stays with you. Teachers work all sorts of crazy hours. So it's a great week to recognize all the hard work that goes into this profession to help these students reach greatness every day. So I usually just reward them with a lot of really unhealthy food and things. But we'll do some gift cards on Thursday. I have a game that we're going to play.
Nice.
So it'll be fun.
Yep.
So how are we doing? Are we good?
I'm happy. I'm
All
just
right.
glad we got to do this.
Yeah.
And like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, yes.
And we need to get some guests on here, though.
We do. If you want to be a guest, come on.
Staff, parents,
yes.
students.
Absolutely.
Welcome to our new custodian too.
Oh yeah,
We have a
Mr.
new
Joe
custodian,
Juber.
Mr. Joe Juber.
Yeah, bye to Mr. Rick. We miss him.
Yep.
He went on to greater and bigger things at a different district, so good luck to him there. But Mr. Joe Juber, who was my first introduction to Norwich Public Schools when he was at Global, I was at Global. So Joe and I go back a couple years, so I'm glad he's here. Yeah. He's already done a phenomenal job.
He really
making
has.
the school look great.
Yep, he fits right in too.
He does.
Yep.
So shout out to him.
Yep.
And shout out to you for watching. We appreciate you. Subscribe, and we are going to fix this camera because it is driving me crazy.
Watch our other videos too. There's a animal inflatable race.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
I don't know how. I'm the duck. I don't know how I
You
won.
won.
Don't ask because I
waddled
can't run.
yourself to
But I
victory.
waddled through.
Yeah.
And the Steam Night videos. So
Yeah.
and the duct tape videos.
Duct tape. Yeah, we had
So
fun.
Before we say goodbye, make sure you watch those videos.
Yeah. Well, stop watching this one.
Yeah.
All the way to the end for the algorithm, and go
Yes.
watch those ones.
Yes.
And have a great night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.